Is Mexico all drug cartels and fancy beach resorts? We don't think so. Come with us as we travel by RV with 12 other couples on an epic 3-month adventure to explore the culture, history, and food of our neighbor to the south. Last week, La Villa Hermosa for Hogar Orphanage. This week, we're leaving the orphanage and going up to San Cristobal, a magic town where Rhonda tries grasshoppers. We get a great local tour from Bernie and his family. We discover some amazing food, some local drinks, and Bernie shows us the sights. Along with that, we had a crazy tuk-tuk ride to dinner, and we'll give you a campground overview.
Yes, why not?
La medida en 35, ya se anima los 3%, pero bien
Is it hot?
Like some lime?
Caliente?
No, it's not spicy at all.
What are you eating? Grasshopper? Grasshopper.
Yum, yum, yum.
Blitz, you're not getting it.
Blitz wants some.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
Let me see your bag. Not really.
Chew it or just swallow it?
Handle it.
What is it?
Yeah.
Let me get the appetizer.
It's just kind of almost vinegary, salty.
Now you want to
Okay, it's good.
Lori's going for it.
Just salty. Just salty.
Let me see your face.
Try a cricket?
Let me see your face. Sure.
I got the same face going on.
Well, that about says it all. All right, we're miracle workers. We usually only have room in our truck for us two because, you know, we full-time, we got a lot of stuff in our truck. And then asked Bernardo if he wanted to join us on the way back to the orphanage. And so we made room for him. And then he's like, well, my sister wants to go. Can we fit room for her? Like, okay, we'll try and figure that out. So we made just enough room for 4 people in here. And Bernardo comes back and says, wait, now my other sister wants to go with us. How the hell are we gonna do that? Anyway, we have literally just enough room. The back of our truck is absolutely stuffed. So there will be 5 people and 2 dogs in here. So this will be fun. So we're gonna leave San Cristobal de las Casas today and head back to the orphanage. And don't ask me to pronounce the name of that town. We've had a great time here, but coming up, the reason that we're going to spend some time with Bernardo and his sisters is that they're from San Cristobal de las Casas, and they're going to give us a rundown of what's special about this place.
Hola.
Hola! Hey, you've met Bernie before. He's our coordinator for our caravan and just awesome all around. And we're in San Cristobal de las Casas. And we've had a great time in a couple of other indigenous towns. Now, because we're really limited with photography and cameras and these Mayan villages, we haven't done much at all. So Bernardo had an awesome idea of recruiting his beautiful sisters to help us on a little mini tour today. They live here. How cool is that? And we're gonna walk around a little bit and they're gonna tell us what's special about this place, what's special to them.
She's Marisol and she's Gabby. And they are, like she says, from here, and they are gonna help us to get like a little explanation of this place.
Awesome.
This main street or pedestrian street is in honor of the Virgin of Guadalupe. Actually, there is a church out there at the pretty end where in December 12th they usually do kind of parade on her honor out here.
So, what is the most special thing about living here?
Yo creo que la diversidad que hay en San Cristóbal, porque eso nos permite crear una cultura muy diversa, como los textiles, los colores, las frutas, las semillas.
Well, it is about all the things that we have out here, you know, like the colors and the clothes, like what they do out here. Everything is like made by hand, you know, craft stuff out here. So, and actually the food and the drinks out here is kind of like, and also it's kind of pretty cultural town too, you know, you could find people from everywhere out here. So, a while ago there was just three main streets, three, pedestrian streets, and all of them took you to the same place, which is like the main church in town. So that was a while ago. Now there is more paths out here, but yeah, if you come over here, just remember to bring a sweater too. It's kind of cold. We're just in the mountains, and yeah, I mean, you'll love this place because it's like many things to see out here.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've been really impressed, and bummed we only had a couple days here. It's about 7,200 feet.
Yeah. So
in elevation, so it definitely gets pretty chilly here, which is nice because us Alaskan girls like it a little cooler.
Okay, guys, actually we're right here outside of this place called La Pocheria, where they actually sell the kind of famous drink in this town. It's called Posh. So let's go and see how it looks like.
Bueno, ¿fueron a Chamula?
Sí. Okay, amigos, we're here in the Pocheleria. Pocheria. We're here in La Pocheria. Actually, we're going to taste a couple of drinks out here. They are made by corn, because that was the first ingredients in that moment. Actually, well, the Spaniards bring the sugarcane drink. It was like the hot water out there, but the Indians in this place wasn't able to drink the sugarcane alcohol from the Spaniards, so that's why they started use the corn themselves to do like their own drink, because there wasn't able to being drinking, because there was like a different social levels between them, like when they started grow up this city out here. But now it seems to be one of the most famous drinks in this town. Also, there are some families who started making them at home, and actually has like 80% of alcohol in that thing. Now we're like in a store, they don't allow them to put too many level of alcohol in them. But I mean, so far it's kind of like an amazing place and another amazing drink out here.
All right, let's try it.
Try them.
Okay, here goes. I have mango, and you have the ancestral.
Ancestral. Yeah,
ancestral. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sí, gracias.
Salud.
Salud.
Salud. Oh, that's yummy. That thing was good. Oh, you had it straight. Yeah, I've got flavored fruta.
Bueno.
Nice.
Sabroso.
Okay, now
Okay,
go ahead.
just another fact about San Juan Chamula. I mean, if there is families that have someone sick in their family, they usually do rituals like in the church where they cut the heads of the chickens and stuff, and you have to be drinking the posh, try to getting in contact with the gods or something. But also they add the Coca-Cola drink as like part of the ritual thing out there. So that's why San Juan Chamula is one of the most drinkers of Coca-Cola in now Mexico.
Yeah,
because
it's
now
crazy.
Coca-Cola is part of the ritual out there. It's kind of weird, right? But
Yeah,
But it
because
is
when
what it
they
is.
burp, it expels the spirits.
Yeah.
Right? That's, I think, one thing we got from our tour guide when we were out there. So you're in this really interesting church, and thankfully we didn't see the chicken sacrifice while we're there, but they've got candles all laid out. Of course, no photos inside,
Right.
but it was really interesting to see all of the Coke and even
Yeah.
Pepsi, because by burping it expels the
Yeah.
the bad spirits. So
That's
that's
right.
why it's a huge area for Coke, Pepsi.
Yep.
Blah.
Yeah, no. But it is what it is. So
It is what it is.
But it's kind of interesting.
It's very
know.
interesting.
Okay, guys, actually we're here outside of San Nicolas. which is like a little replica of the main church out here. And the reason why it's like another church out here is because like about 500 years ago there was like a division between high societies and also, you know, the slaves and the Indian people. So there was like the church for the Indian and slave persons out here, and the other one out there, like the main one, it was for the high society, because they, in that moment, they don't even like to mix, you know, these social groups. But now it was like about 80 years ago, that's when they started to share with the different social groups out here, like you know, having contact with the Indian people and stuff. And now it's a lot better, but of course it is a lot better, right? But yeah, I mean, just to let you know that this one, it was for just for Indians and stuff, like I say, the slaves. And the other one, the main one, the big one, it was for the high society, because, you know. Okay, amigos, right now we're actually in the main church out here of San Cristobal de las Casas. Also is like the heart of this city. As you can see, it is pretty nice. Unfortunately, for the earthquake in 2017, they just still keep working, trying to fix what it is inside. It has like pretty nice images inside of what, you know, religious stuff in there. What else? Also, there was like a priest. The one who was starting to mix the Indian people with the, you know, with the high society. His name is Samuel Ruiz, and he was one of the most famous priests in this town so far. Right, so just to let you know, if you could see at the end of every cross, they have like circles out there, and that it means like the mix of different, like with the church things with the Indian things, because usually this is just a cross, but if you could see the little circles around, it means like the indigenous putting, you know, like extra stuff, like being part of the Catholic history in San Cristobal. And you're just gonna be able to find those things out here in San Cristobal and also in San Juan Chamula, because that's like, you know, that's a cross for Catholic, and the balls, it means like the Indian ballast. Okay guys, right now we're here in front of the president building out here, or the government. It was in 1994 when they started with the revolution of this place. And if you could see up there in the clock, or between 12 and 1, that's where they shot a gun, you know, trying to say like, we're just tired of this government for the Indian people. And that was when they started, you know, try to fight for their rights, right? So it's just another fact about this place, because they was walking from the other church, the one we see at the pretty end of Guadalupe, and they was you know, trying to get here to start with the revolution.
Hey, one of the things that's kind of interested me was we were in Palenque. We had to do a big roundabout via Hermosa here to where we're at in the orphanage, and then here to San Cristobal. The reason why that road is closed between Palenque and here, and our tour guide, we asked at the time, he says, yeah, that's a people problem. And I was trying to read a little bit more about it. Well, there was an RVer we met that someone in our group has stayed in contact with that was traveling on their own, and they tried to get on that road, but there's a roadblock.
Yeah.
So Bernie was just telling me a little bit about the 1994 sort of feud, war, whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
division between those towns, because they were trying to fight for their, you know, for the power, give the whole power of this, you know, between towns and the cities. So in that 1994, in this wall, they were putting like a lot of Indians, or you know, different groups, and they started to shoot them out here in this wall. So that's why this convent, or the nuns convent, is right now like a culture house, or you know, because they've been trying to get like peaceful to this place, because in this place dies a lot of people, so you know, they are trying to, you know, just make it better.
And so that's an indigenous issue that's been ongoing and is still ongoing.
Yeah.
In one of the towns on the way here from Palenque.
Yeah, actually there is like different towns and they have their own rules, also their own languages, different language. That's why there is division between them, and that's why they were fighting in that moment. And so that's why that happened out here too.
Okay. So it happened then, and in a way it's still kind of
yeah. Right
for
now,
sure.
if you, I don't know, if you may want to try to come out here from Palenque, I highly recommend you to go around because the road is just pretty bad. And
so I
also,
talked about
like,
the road too, because that was a road we took to Cascades Agua Azul, and it was a nasty road, and I am not prone to motion sickness, but myself and several people were like, whoa.
Yeah.
So that's the road that we were talking about right now.
Yeah, actually,
it's not a good road, and
it's
then
not at all.
Political
There's
strife.
like there's like fake toll booths or you know, just I don't know how to explain this, but it's toll booths in those little towns because they just ask for money if you want to go through. That's it. I mean,
and it sounds
you don't
like
want to get involved with them.
the police actually had a roadblock going just last week, I guess. So, and that's been an ongoing thing. So anyway,
just another
onward,
fact.
yeah.
Nice fact. Okay, so guys, now another fact about San Cristobal. It's pretty famous for the candies they actually made here. They usually use like a lot of fruits and not vegetables. Like more of them are fruits. And one of my favorites I could tell is this one. It's this one, which is kind of lime. You can see the skin of the lime, and it has some coconut in there. But it's actually you're able to eat the skin without feel like sour flavor. So, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to come to San Cristobal, make sure you taste one of those.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna get one of those. Uno más.
No más.
Okay, that's delicious.
Bueno. Like the nickname of this house is the mermaid's house. They have some forms of mermaids in the walls, like you can see out there.
Carne quesadilla. Okay, practically our own tour bus. It's like 5 of us going back to the campground. We just had a wonderful dinner with Bernie and his 2 sisters. Lovely day. Muchas gracias to both of you.
De nada.
Where's Gabby?
You're welcome. Muchas gracias, Gabby.
Okay, Laura was our tour guide for the last time when we were in San Cristobal, and then Bernie, of course, Gabby, and Marisol, and you all are awesome. Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Wait, what about the driver?
Oh, the driver, where is he? Oh, there he is. Yes, he's awesome. He watched our stuff. All right, so where have we camped the last 5 nights? And of course, 3 of those nights were here at the campground, and 2 of those nights were at San Cristobal. We're at an orphanage, and you're like, that's kind of weird. Why are you camping at an orphanage? So Hogar Infantil has a huge space. So you can see behind me some of the RVs, and honestly, this is I think the most room we've had to kind of spread out a little bit. They have a campground here to kind of offset their costs because they have such large grounds, and some of the sites do have electric to them. There's water, but it comes from a water tank, so they have to have a water truck come and fill it up. That has run out a couple of times, and they do have 1 bathroom and a shower, so it's a really decent space. Now, about the orphanage. Oh, by the way, there is good cell service here. So the campground itself has actually been closed since 2020 due to COVID. but because they've had a long-standing arrangement with Caravans de Mexico, they did allow us to stay here, but we couldn't interact with the kids at all, which was a huge bummer. But we did take up a collection from them, and I will leave a link below to this orphanage. It was started by an American expat who came to Chiapas and wanted to help end the cycle of poverty here. Is the poorest state in Mexico. Started off as just kind of more of a home for boys, but now it's open for boys and girls. Their mission is to provide like education. You know, it's kind of their main mission, so that they can end that cycle of poverty. But it's a place where children can have shelter, food, and education. Again, that's really key. They survive, excuse me, mostly by private donations. So again, I'll put the link below if you want to donate to them. Beautiful place. The town that it's near, I can't even pronounce, but it was a great location. I would really not have wanted to take our RV up to San Cristobal. The road up to there was really steep and pretty windy in some spots, and lots of construction, lots of people passing. We did see an accident on our way back yesterday. So beautiful spot, and I do hope soon, when the pandemic starts to subside, that they can reopen again to the general public. So I feel lucky that we were actually able to stay here. Part of what they do here also to teach the kids a work ethic is they have a farm. So they raise rabbits and chickens, and I saw a couple goats or sheep a few minutes ago. They've got both actually here, and beautiful setting up against the mountains back here. So man, awesome place. Hey, there's nothing like a parade in Mexico. This is pretty wild.